Happy Happy Sunday, everyone. I look more destroyed than I thought I would. Welcome to another episode of Moni and I stuff. And today is part number 2 of Slay the GDPR monster. Oh, and I have my desk knife to actually enforce what I'm saying. This is an awesome desk knife that I got from Steve from Zelda. Anyway, so today is part 2 of Slay the GDPR monster. And last week we've been talking about about privacy policies. That was last week. And today I will tell you a bit about cookies. Hi Tom. So, the thing with cookies and GDPR, yeah, that's what I said, is that cookies are not entirely regulated with GDPR. And you might be thinking now, what is happening? So let me just jump over to the next page real quick. So, cookies, yes or no, or what is even going on? I will show you a bit about what a cookie banner is, and then I will show you what cookie bot is. So the first question is GDPR and cookies. As I mentioned, cookies are not entirely 100% regulated by GDPR, but instead it's regulated by another policy. That's an older one. It's called PECR. And the issue with that one is that even though it's older, it's in review at the moment. It should have come out at the same time, or a new version should have come out at the same time with GDPR, but obviously it didn't. But the thing is that at the moment, it's a bit of a difficult area with what is going on with cookies and what is not. But the new regulation, that's called PECR, will eventually come out sometime in 2019. So whatever is now enforced with GDPR is very likely to also will travel across and will be something that you have to keep in mind when the new PECR regulation is out. So since GDPR is all about transparency and giving your user an experience, or at least the possibility to decide, do I want to actually have my information stored or not? That's then something we have to keep in mind, also with the cookie policies, or with cookies in general. Because even though we all do enjoy our chocolate chip cookie, or whatever other cookie that you're enjoying, Smarties, M&Ms, I don't know. The thing is that when you use a website, it's very likely that you do have cookies working on your page, because that's just how the internet does work. But there are a few cookies that are not really essential for your site to actually work, like whatever is dropped when the Facebook pixel fires, or analytics. That's not something that you will entirely need when you work when your website is up and running. It's just an additional add-on that you would actually that you are using, but that you don't have to use in order to have your website running. So it's just something that you generally try to use to get more information about the people that are visiting your page, and they in the very end will then, when everything is out, and if you want to be really 100% safe, they will want to have the option to say, no, I don't want you, I don't want to be part of your analytics thing, I don't want to be part of your Facebook pixel, I don't want you to track me when I'm on your page. But there are a few things that you can do, or I will show you what I'm doing right now, and I will tell you maybe a safer way, or like a way that's more, that gives your people definite possibility to just sign out from whatever cookie you're dropping on your page, or whatever cookies dropped on your page. So let me just hop over real quick. because what I'm using, and we started this last week already, is since EUBender has we love EUBender, or at least I do. So EUBender has also, besides the privacy policy, it also has a cookie policy going on. EUBender and cookie banner. So what is a cookie banner? I know since I'm going to switch screens right now. Boom. So what you will definitely see since the 25th very likely is that all the pages that you're visiting, let's just try PayPal because I know that that's a huge one there, or should have a huge one there. All the pages will ask you to, is it because I already clicked? Let me then, let's try a newspaper page in Austria here. They will have this pop-up banner, as you can see here. That's German, but they will ask you to say, yes, I have a cookie going on, and they will inform you. And that's a very in-your-face kind of cookie banner that you see here. Eventually, what else? Give me, what can I check out? Maybe Stripe. It doesn't really matter, like most of the pages who do have one now, so you know, as you can see here, by using the website you agree to a cookie policy. That's one sort of cookie banner that's going on. Or give me another one. Zapier. They do not, oh, it's not loaded yet. It's not, they don't, probably because it's an American company. Then let's try MailerLite, but I know you get the gist what I mean when I say cookie banner. Cookies, just as you can see here on the left hand side, it says this website uses cookies to ensure that you get the best experience on your website, and you just have to say got it, because as it is of right now, it's not entirely sure if you really have to deactivate all the cookies that are going on. At least I can't tell you that because I'm really not fluent in both of the regulations. I will just try, and I haven't set up the what I have set up is the cookie solution from EUBender. When you install that on your website, what it does, it is prevents the cookies from dropping before people actually do anything on their website. Some others, just like MailerLite here, does it like that. So MailerLite is a Lithuanian company, so in general, they would have to totally apply to GDPR because based in Europe. So they also only have the information happening, so that they say, I assume that since you're using the website, I will tell you that I have cookies going on. If you keep using the website, then I assume that you are fine with that. And if you don't, then please leave. That's the way I am personally doing it at the moment. But since I probably have my own cookie, yeah, my own cookie banner is not popping. So let me try in the incognito window. It depends. There are different, it depends on what kinds of cookies that you're running. So if you use, so Tom was asking, he thought that people will have to tell me what cookies they're using and what they're going to do with the cookies. So let's go back to the MailerLite thing. If we click on learn more, it should eventually say there at some point, cookies, what they're doing with the cookies, how they collect the information. This is all information that should be part of your privacy policy. Just because you can either have a privacy policy, is it privacy? I don't know. Whatever. I'm confused now. So that's why the privacy policy is so important, because there everything should be written down, whatever you do on your website. So people, that also includes cookies, because if you go to my privacy policy right now, we can check that out what EUBender has going on. cookies. There is parts of it that has a cookie. So it always states that there are whatever it is that's dropping here. So you can see here is a cookie, here's a cookie, here's a cookie. Oh, let's look at the complete one. Cookie poll. Let's go back to my imprint. My microphone is in the way. That's why I always move my head like this. I'm pretty sure I had that somewhere. Cookie policy. There you go. So you can see if you embed the privacy policy from EUBenda on your page, then you also have a cookie policy there. And if you also embed the cookie banner from EUBenda, then it will link to a separate cookie policy, and I will show you that in a second. So here it says whatever is dropped. So whatever is collected here. So yeah, let me show you that in the incognito window now. Don't look at my desktop, don't look at my desktop. It is a mess. Moni rocks your socks. So as you can see here, that's my cookie banner that pops in your face when you haven't been on my website yet. That's the one that is that EUBenda gives you, so it's not a very pretty one, I know, but it's a functional one. So it says that I'm using third-party tools to, that use cookies which are necessary, blah blah blah, and I can click on the link to then check out my privacy and cookie policy, which obviously, now that I want to show it to you, is not working. Or is it? Obviously not. I'm going to move that over. In the meantime, I will show you, just we log into EUBenda and I will show you how I do it there. So because after you've set up all your privacy policies, besides the privacy and cookie policy, you do have the cookie solution here, and you can click on edit, and you can start to just modify whatever it is you want to modify. It's not very customizable. It cannot be entirely 100% awesomely customized, but it's a way to go. So you can in general add the CSS from the cookie banner here a bit, and you can add quite a bit of an information there. So whatever you want it to look like, just yeah, you can say consent on scroll, reload on consent, enable remote consent, etc. pp. So that's just how you can get a cookie policy here. And if you want to embed it, you can click on embed, and there you can decide if it's prior blocking on reactivation, and then click on copy and bring it over to your WordPress website. What EUBenda offers is a plugin. I have it here already. So it's a plugin. I will show you. You just have to look it up in the EUBenda, in the plugin store. It's a cookie solution for GDPR, and that should, it's updated, yes, and that should generally help you to prevent the cookies from dropping before people actually do consent, which is a nice way to go, because then you can make sure that all the information of the people that are on your website and don't want to consent and then leave, that that information will not be collected, which is pretty damn cool. So you can install the plugin from here and then activate it, and it will show up on the left hand side of your WordPress page, backend dashboard, and you can then copy in the code from the privacy policy that you've created on their page. And you can see automatically block the scripts detected by the plugin, and leave it untouched on the page if the user has already given consent, and restrict the into run only for requests that have content, blah, blah, blah. And where it will show up. And this is just where the EU banner sign will show up. So if you need a cookie banner and you want to prevent the cookies from dropping before people consent to it, you can either do it with the EU Benda cookie banner, or there is another one that's pretty cool. It's just really damn ugly. And it's available from CookieBot. What it does, and that's pretty cool, you can check if your website is compliant here, and they will send you a report. So obviously I did do that before everything. Sorry. And you can see then how many cookies are even identified. And it's also just interesting to see how much you actually have going on your page that you didn't even really know about yourself. Because I have for one page, I do have the add to any share button there, which is a cookie that's dropping. Or there is statistics going on, so I have Google Analytics happening, obviously on all of my pages because I've added it with a tag manager. So you can see that there is like statistics going on and that there is marketing going on because I do have a Facebook pixel on my page. And you see in one go, I have YouTube widget. I have, if you want to sign up for my newsletter, that's what I have. I have a YouTube widget embedded and it also needs cookies. And there are a few unclassified ones. So as you can see, Calendly, my booking form that I've embedded, it also needs cookies. And it's just interesting to see that how much is actually really happening here. And what it does then, you can sign up for a free account on CookieBot because there is a free version out. The only problem with that one is that it's not very pretty. So as you can see here, I'm clicking on preview. That's what you can get for free. And it will give you the option, or it will give your people or your visitors the option to actually check out what kind of cookies that you have going on here. And they can just say, I am fine with the necessary ones because you need the necessary cookies to actually have your page working and up and running. But you can say, I don't want, they can choose if they want the statistics one to drop or if they want the marketing ones to drop. And they can actually really go to your page and see, or go on to the cookie declaration part, and they can check out which cookies are happening on your page and then decide and they can say okay there and consent to you using the cookies that from them potentially. What's pretty cool here is that you generally can at least decide what you want it to look like, just a tiny bit. That's the issue. So you can have it at top and sliding down. You can have it push the page down, so it will. What you cannot do is remove that image here for the free version, and there is a paid one too. However, it's €9 per month, which I find a bit much for, this slide up banner that everybody kind of really hates. So if you want to really make sure that no cookies being dropped before the user says yes, so as an active consent, then that's something, then CookieBot might be something that you can use, or in general, eventually the one from EOBenda is one you can use in combination with the WordPress plugin, or you are really good at JavaScript and code it yourself, because there is a cookie consent from thing from Insights, which I generally really do like the look of, but it only gives your clients the information, you the possibility to, let's just click at demos. It can give you the possibility to have a cookie banner up, but then it's not really, it just shows people that there is cookies happening. I don't want to download it. Oh yeah, here. Okay, so as you can see, that's something that what it would look like. You can have the banner at the top. That's what I see. I see that one pretty often, like the one with the got it, but you would have to add all of the cookies manually. So if you are able to code JavaScript, then you can totally use that one. But otherwise, this is just for people to get the information that you actually do use cookies on your website. So yeah, I think if you want to really go the safe route, then use an offer like CookieBot or the EUBenda cookie solution. When you've already paying for EUBenda for your privacy policy, then it does make sense to use the one from EUBenda, even though it's really not pretty, I know. Otherwise, you can go with that one, but that's just informing the people. And I mean, personally, if I'm in Austria, I think we're a bit more just chill about this. At least I haven't seen people freak out massively here. If I would live in Germany, I would think twice about the fact if I just say let's let it slide. So in general, maybe, or you find another cookie solution that will prevent the cookies from dropping. So yeah, that's the kind of, yeah, it does look like an Oreo, the one from the CookieBot. That's why I eventually, I could, when I think of it as an Oreo, I think it's nice, but it's still not very pretty, even though it's an Oreo. So yeah, that's practically all I have to tell you about cookies. I think there will still be a lot happening just because not a lot of people do have the understanding of what they actually have to do. And also I do think that not a lot of people are out for the small business owners. So you really have to consider yourself what it is that you want to do and how compliant you really want to be. It's just important to show that you are actually taking steps towards compliance and that you're not sitting there thinking, I don't give a shit. Just I take all the data and do all the crazy things with it. I saw a really funny video recently about how you actually have to try really hard to get the fine of the $20 million. But nobody, if you really try and help the people that are on your website to understand what you're collecting from them and give them options to how they can get rid of your data, then I think you in general in a good spirit. And it's already a good step. So thanks for watching today. Next week is the last one because it's just a 3-part thing this month. Next week is the last part from GDPR. Then there is 1 week where there will be no Moni and I stuff. After, is this the 26th episode? Then next week is the 27th. Like almost 30 episodes. Can you imagine? I hope you will not have any, signs of missing me too much. Anyway, we will see each other again next Sunday. So have a great rest of your Sunday and go put that cookie banner on your page. Awesome. Thanks for watching. Goodbye, Tom. And see you all soon. Bye.